Hello guys, SuperMarioT is here to talk some more about the Super Smash Bros. Blog updates as we just finished week number 13. 13 weeks down, 13 to go until Smash Ultimate comes out. I'm making a trip tomorrow. You guys are going to want to stick around this weekend for some Smash Ultimate uploads. I'm not going to say what, but if you've been following Smash news and updates as of this past week, you have a pretty good idea of where I'm going. But otherwise, let's just talk about this week. It's mainly because of that and the fact that I started college. I have some homework to look after, and that's weighing over my head closer to me than the analyses are. So the analyses are going to come out a slightly slower rate compared to before, so I apologize for that. But I am going to try and get Peach and Daisy out there as quick as possible if I can. First, I just got to get some college stuff out of the way. But otherwise, September 2nd, this past Sunday, this week started with an overview for Ike. Ike's side smash attack is extremely powerful, but it leaves him open, so you'll need to read your opponent's moves carefully. You can choose between his Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn costumes. Ike? I don't really play with Ike all that much, but he's one of the first Fire Emblem characters I'd hope would make a return because he seems like a more popular pick among not just Smash players, but Fire Emblem fans as well. He's at least one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters in Smash and the Fire Emblem series, so it's good to see that he's made his return. I would want him to stay in like multiple Smash games because he's not only is he one of the more unique Fire Emblem characters, he's cool. I like that you can choose between his Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn outfits in this game. As far as buffs and nerfs, Ike seems changed considerably, but he got a decent amount of both nerfs and buffs, so it's hard to say how much better or worse he is compared to Smash 4. I've often heard he's better. One weird buff he got was his neutral B has increased range. Now 3 pillars show up in front of him whenever he unleashes nearly to fully charged Aether. I think that's what the neutral B is called. No, it's called, no, Eruption. Aether is the final smash. Eruption is the neutral B. Excuse me, but Ike does seem changed a lot. He seems faster on the ground. His aerials seem considerably changed. I doubt I'm gonna mess with him. I don't really play with that many Fire Emblem characters, if at all. But Ike, it's just cool to see him back. Not much for me to give a piece on. Similar case for the next update on Monday, September 3rd for King Dedede. The description reads, he's not very fast, but he's one of few heavyweight fighters with great recovery. Apparently a defeat by Kirby inspired him to train hard to learn a move called hovering, which allows him to float after taking a deep breath. I do not play Dedede. What I'm about to say is embarrassing as a Mario main, but Dedede is without a doubt my worst matchup because of his insane range. His jumps and aerials seem very deceptive to me. His back air, his down air sometimes, his tilts, his down tilt mainly. Yeah, I have bad experience against Dedede in Smash 4, so I'm hoping I get a hold of that matchup in Smash Ultimate, or maybe beforehand when I get a hold of Smash 4 a lot more, now that I have a gaming club that plays a lot of Smash at my college. But as for Dedede himself, despite my bad experience with him when I was playing as Mario, I'm glad that he's back. I kind of want all the Kirby characters to stay in Smash Bros. Because Dedede and Meta Knight seem like big mainstays, not just for Kirby but Smash Bros. They're Sakurai's babies, and Dedede is a popular character even though he's a low tier character, so I wouldn't really have it any other way, just like Ike. He looks fantastic, he seems more expressive, the lighting on him looks nice. As for the changes for Dedede, I think we see more buffs so far. He has a different back air, and I don't know how much more damage or knockback that may do compared to his previous one, but it might equal a nerf in vertical range compared to his previous back air. That's my opinion, but he can shoot Gordos, but if the Gordos get knocked back at him, he can inhale them and just knock them back out again. I think that's going to be a good buff for Dedede mains. But otherwise, there's really not a lot regarding changes for Dedede. We're going to have to see more of the big guy in the coming months if we really want to get a good look at how different he is. But otherwise, he's not too far off the mark compared to his Smash 4 iteration. It's good to have him back. Hopefully he's a much better character because he is a low tier in that game. But yeah. Moving on to September 4th, Tuesday, you can now listen to a new track, Fortress Boss Super Mario Bros. 3. Enjoy this arrangement by Akihiro Honda while reminiscing about the bosses that have tried to stand in Mario's way. This remix sounds so goddamn hot. Oh my god. This song is one of, if not my favorite remix out of the entirety of the remix list in Smash Ultimate. It's right next to Gangplank Galleon as my top favorite. Holy crap, it sounds so good. I love how fast-paced and action-packed it sounds. The guitar, the violins, the flutes, the 8-bit remixed background sounds. They did not mess around with the strings in this song. Oh my lord, this sounds so much better than the Brawl Fortress Boss remix. This sounds so much better than the Mario World Fortress Boss remix in Smash 4. Oh, I love it so much. You should have seen me on Twitter. I was going nuts over this. I'm like, oh my god, this sounds like heaven. This is exactly what kind of remix I expect from a Smash Bros. Because in Smash Bros, I go more for the fast-paced, action-packed songs. And Sakurai elaborated that that's kind of the general theme he wants like songs and remixes to be in Smash Ultimate. He likes when songs ramp up the tension. Because I forget the specific interview, but he did talk about this a couple days ago in an interview about music. And one of the invitationals for Smash Bros, they were playing on Town and City, and Sakurai was like, they were playing Roost. And that's like such a slow-paced, calming song, and Sakurai described how unfitting it was, and he wanted to add more like fast-paced, more tension, dramatic songs in Smash Bros, because that's sort of the style that fits not just Smash Bros, but other fighting games. You kind of go for songs with a faster rhythm and more tension in the background to go with the fight. So it's good that he elaborated on that, because that's exactly what this remix entails, and that's the kind of music I look for in a Smash Brothers. So this remix is completely up my alley, not just as a Mario fan, but as a Smash competitive fan. Like, this sounds so good. Oh my lord. I love it. I absolutely love it. On Tuesday, we still got another update for a stage being Final Destination. Though this is a simple stage with no stage hazards or floating platforms, the background has been updated for this game. Make sure you don't get too distracted and get defeated. This Final Destination looks absolutely amazing. This is exactly how a lot of us predicted Final Destination would look, given the music tab and the swirling cloud background sky detail, how the sky itself looked with the whole sunset thing going on, and then all those clouds stretching from the bottom left corner to the upper right corner of the whole screen. It looks absolutely insane. It looks a little smaller than I remember. Like, compared to other FDs in motion, like when you actually see gameplay take place on the stage, I don't know, it looks smaller compared to other FDs. It's most likely just me though. In motion, it's probably going to look like one of the best Final Destinations, and I love the theme that's going on, because I think they're going for heaven and hell. In the first pick, we see like all these clouds. It looks like an ocean in the bottom corner of the screen, and then all those clouds, and then the sunset, and then that swirling. It almost looks like a hurricane cloud, but it's obviously not. And then in the second one, we see like this dark red, black, hellish background. I want to say that's still the ocean down there. This may be just the other picture, but it just completely turns into this hellish, dark themed background. All those black clouds engulfing half the screen in the same format as those white clouds in the other picture. There's no swirl. It looks like a blood ocean off the horizon. It just looks fantastic. I love the blue energy surrounding the stage too. You see like blue rings behind where you fight, underneath where you recover. In the first picture, you see all these blue dots and blue particle effects. It looks like something out of Xenoblade, in my opinion, even though I never played it, but it reminds me of Xenoblade for a little bit. But the background of the first picture reminds me so much of Kid Icarus Uprising, especially if you played the first chapters and the flying portions. It looks so much like one of those Kid Icarus Uprising levels. Like, it just makes me want Uprising HD even more. But Final Destination and Smash Ultimate, it might be my favorite one. The only thing that's making me not warm up to the stage as quickly as Smash 4 did is the platform itself. There's something about like the mechanical, cybernetic feel. It's not bad by any means, but it's not one that would warm up to my taste personally. Like Smash 4's Final Destination stage, the stage itself's design, that one warmed up to me quicker than this one. This one is, but it's taking me a little bit more to do so compared to Smash 4. I think the stage in motion's gonna win me over a lot more, but we'll just have to wait and see. Otherwise, this might be one of the best Final Destinations. It looks absolutely great though. It just looks so badass. And another thing which I think might be badass is the soundtrack for Smash Ultimate. Going back to the Fortress Boss remix, Sakurai did an interview a couple days back on the music in Smash Ultimate, how he contacted all these different sound composers and arrangers, how he wanted them to make remixes for Smash Ultimate, and he compared it to how Roost played in Town and City in one of the Smash Invitationals, I forget a specific one, and he describes how unfitting it was and how he would much rather have, like, fast-paced songs that would ramp up the mood and tension of a Smash battle. That's exactly the kind of music that I look for in a Smash game, so it really makes me happy that Sakurai's making a general focus on songs that are more fast-paced, more action-packed, because those are the songs that, in my opinion, suit Smash a lot more than the other different genres of music. And I think this game's soundtrack may compare to Brawl's, because Smash 4 had a lot of quantitative songs, and its soundtrack was absolutely fantastic, but I feel like Brawl's had a bigger oomph to it in terms of drama and epicness to the whole thing. It had a more grandiose feel, especially when you think Final Destination Brawl, because that one had a huge chorus, and it sounded so, like, dramatic, melancholy even. It sounded so good. It sounded so epic and badass that I think Smash Ultimate may go for a similar dynamic for its music, which excites me a lot. Because you look at Fortress Boss Super Mario Bros. 3, the remix, that's exactly how that song is. It's fast-paced, dramatic. It completely fits the vibe of a Smash Bros. Mario related fight. So maybe we're gonna get something similar with this Smash's Final Destination. I at least hope so. And this Smash's soundtrack as a whole. Like, I at least hope its quality is gonna be compared to that of Brawl. Maybe even surpass it if we're lucky. But yeah. Otherwise, we end the week on Wednesday, September 5th, on a Pokeball Pokemon being Alolan Exeggutor. The description reads, check out this tall Pokemon. It may seem like it just gets in the way, but it can usually make it harder or easier for you to get a KO depending on where it's placed on the stage. Like all the other Alolan Pokemon, this seems like a really good fit. I like it. It's a really dopey Pokemon, and it seems so funny that they would just throw in this ginormous ass wall, because Alolan Exeggutor is just a ginormous ass palm tree. It's literally over 30 feet tall. It's just this huge palm tree, and in Smash Bros. It acts as a humongous wall that you can wall jump off of. A lot of your attacks will be stopped by it. You see Mega Man throw a metal blade into its neck. Alolan Exeggutor just seems like a funny Pokeball Pokemon edition. I love it. I like that we get a look at Woohoo Island, or Pilot Wings. It's mainly Woohoo Island, but the stage itself, it's Pilot Wings. The plane itself looks amazing. Look at the water, though. If my boy Kabanamani456 has taught me anything, it's that if the game has good-looking water, it's a good game. I know that's not true, but I mean, if it has good-looking water, it's a good-looking game. But, like, dang, dude. The skybox in this stage, like, overall, the stage generally looks a little bit better than it did in Smash 4, but when you look at the water, you can see it pop a little bit more than other stages. I mean, I know Big Blue looks so much better than it did in Melee, but Woohoo Island, it does look a little better than in Smash 4. Not much else to say regarding Alolan Exeggutor, but that was the last update we got for this week. Mainly because, if you guys remember, the Nintendo Direct got delayed because there was a big earthquake in Japan, and I don't know if Nintendo employees or developers, like if Nintendo themselves got directly affected by the earthquake, or if they delayed the Direct out of respect and morality for the people who got affected by the earthquake, because it would seem selfish and insensitive for them to like release all these big game details and be like, hey, it's Nintendo, we got all these big games and these big announcements while this huge natural disaster occurs in their home country. So I want to say it's the latter as to why they delayed the Direct rather than the former, but it may be both. We have no idea. We don't really know for sure. But we didn't get an update on Thursday. They usually end these Smash blogs with an update on Thursday. Yet we got nothing, most likely because of the Direct being delayed. I think that's a soft confirmation that we were supposed to get some Smash footage or information unveiled in this Direct, which I'm sure a lot of us were expecting anyways. But that, I want to say that basically soft confirms it. As to what that may be, the more I think about it, I know I said Geno in my Direct predictions, but with Pokemon Let's Go coming out next month, like, I'm weighing between Geno, Skull Kid, and now a Pokemon. So it's between 3 different character newcomer reveals that I'm not entirely sure which they go with. Whether being Decidueye or Incineroar. And the more I'm thinking about it, and the more research I'm doing, I think Incineroar might have a better shot than Decidueye. I'd be fine with either one. I think I'd be more okay with Decidueye, but either Pokemon, like, I'd be okay with. Those Pokemon I was actually predicting for a while now, and if I get those right, then that's 2 more I could check off my list. But as for the Direct itself and who will be announced, it's kind of tough to really say for certain. Yeah, I don't know. It could be a Pokemon, given Pokemon Let's Go is coming out super soon. The timing seems right for a Pokemon reveal, but like the game doesn't come out until November 16th, the middle of November. And for all we know, we're definitely gonna get another Smash Direct, but it's either gonna be somewhere in October or the beginning of November. And those times seem like a good time to unveil a new Pokemon as well. Like Greninja got unveiled in a Smash Direct all the way back in April 2014, if you guys remember that Direct. So they might go for the same case again with Decidueye, Incineroar, or whatever other Pokemon they might add. I don't know. Like, Geno seems right, but you think they'd save him for Direct as well, just like King K. Rool, because he's such a huge popular pick as well. They might opt for Skull Kid because he seems like... he is a popular choice, but I want to say Skull Kid's not as popular as, say, Geno, because Geno's been requested for a long-ass time now. Like, over a decade. Skull Kid too, but you hear more about Geno than Skull Kid himself. Plus, Skull Kid was an assist trophy in Smash 4, so that would probably play as a factor in how much, like, a character would be requested, along with Geno being a custom Smash 4. Like, you know what I mean? It's weird. I'm gonna have to sit on this for a little while longer. I may like revise my predictions again before the Direct happens when it gets re-announced, but otherwise, I thought this week was good. I mainly like the announcements with Final Destination and the Mario Bros stage. I mean, not the Mario Bros song, excuse me. It was Tuesday's updates that mainly suited my tastes. But let me know what you guys thought. Despite there being one missing update, you guys thought this was a good week? You thought there should be more? Let me know down below. I thought this was a good week. As always, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more Smash Ultimate content, analyses, blog updates, weekly. I am doing something Smash related this weekend, so you're going to want to be on the lookout for more updates and more videos this weekend coming up. But otherwise, I want you guys to stay super.